Hello, through the Meerkat here. I'm not going to read these aloud. You can read them. Pause them if you have to. Pause the video. Okay, I don't know if I accidentally skipped something there or not. If I did, I apologise, but I'm sure that you'll be able to catch up with the game in time, and maybe it'll go back to that in a minute anyway. I don't know. But yes, welcome to my new Let's Play. Final Fantasy VI. Well, in case you haven't seen my channel update, basically, I can't get 007 Bloodstone to work on my new PC. It just won't. So there you go. So we're going to have to start a new one, and this is my new one. Final Fantasy VI Advance is something where they've taken the original version of the game, which was in Japanese and was for the SNES console, and they've redone it for the Final Fantasy. For the Game Boy Advance, and translated into English, and so that is what you're seeing now. Right, I will cut out any bits you've already seen. So rather clumsy way to start the game, but on my part, but never mind. Like the way you can see the little houses on the cliff there. Obviously there are mecha units in this world. Just loving the music so far. This game does look like a lot of fun. This is a blind let's play. I haven't been talking much, I've just been enjoying this very atmospheric music. Alright, I think it's finally time for me to actually take control of the game. So yes, this is a blind let's play, and that's probably making you, I don't know, facepalm or something, because this is probably quite a complicated game to do that on. But never mind. You know, I've had a bit of a obsession with Final Fantasy games recently, and I thought it would be fun to play this one. I was originally going to play Final Fantasy VIII. Instead, the two games that kind of bookend Final Fantasy VII, which is the first game I played. So initially I wanted to do an LP of the sequel to see what the sequel was like, and I played ahead a bit to see what it was like on my own without recording it, and I didn't think it was very good. I didn't think it would be a very good game to have as my Let's Play, so that's why I'm not doing that. And so instead I want to see what kind of led up to Final Fantasy VII itself, which I will probably not be playing again, and probably not be recording an LP of, but never mind. It always seems awkward saying LP instead of Let's Play, I find, because there are also LPs which are vinyl music recordings. But never mind. Okay, so let's get into it. I have to say, I don't know if this game has a commercial release or if this is just a fan-made translation. But just look at these. I don't care if the graphics are primitive or not. This is a really, really nice looking game. Just look at it. I am impressed. Great sound effects too. It's a bit weird that they sort of go inside her, but never mind. Okay, time for the first battle, I guess. Alright, I better explain out a couple of things. Gil is the money that you earn during the game. Experience points, in case you're very unfamiliar with Final Fantasy, or indeed any role-playing games, is experience that you get from doing certain things, like battling, for example. I think it's mostly battling in this particular role-playing game. And when you get that, it allows you to level up, which eventually will make you stronger. What else? Well, obviously it's turn-based attacks, so you attack them and they attack you. Clearly we have a screen that shows us the options for physical attacks or magic attacks, and you also have hit points, which is how much how badly hurt you are, basically. Alright, so Fire Beam and Ice Beam and Thunder Beam look clear enough. I'm guessing certain creatures have certain weaknesses, and it seems that different characters can do different things as well, so... And you might see numbers there, 63, 49 and 62. I'm fairly certain that's the health of these characters. So the one with question marks is this girl who is apparently a witch and is apparently being controlled by the other two. So it's red at the moment, as you can see. It's yellow and it's his device at the moment, and now it's on the girl, the woman, who, as you can see, has more attacks. Right, I'm a bit new to this myself, but let's have a look here. Now, MP, this is how much magic power you have. So in order to use magic attacks, you need to you use a certain amount of magic power for that. I think the physical attacks, you don't use them in that way, you don't really use them up. Things like formation, well, I think I'm going to cover that in the next episode, because this video has actually been going on for considerably longer than 9 minutes, if you count the intro. Configure, I'm going to talk about in the next episode. Abilities. Okay, I think it's probably, these are probably new attacks that you can give the character. Ah, right, no, I did tell you I was new at this. No, these are apparently things that you can give the character. I'm going to have a proper look at the instructions online and give you a better idea of this stuff next time. For now, I'm just sort of exploring. As you can see, you can give them different types of equipment. So at the moment, Mithril, nice, and back row, another crap and leather armor. And we've got a list here of different numbers, how strong they are, and how good they are at defense and stuff like that. And you can equip different things, but first you need to buy them. So this is everything they've got at the moment, and at the moment they have no items. So there you go. And finally, save. You probably only do that in certain areas. Normally it's the world map, whilst what we're in now is a city, so that's like being inside a dungeon. So you can't really use that right now. And quick save, which just saves it temporarily. I think there are some circumstances under which the quick save file would be erased, such as saving it yourself. Or I think also if you die, all your characters completely run out of health. I think that gets rid of it as well. Keep on thinking that I'm probably missing something here. Obviously, if you're surrounded, they have an advantage because they can all attack first. So yeah, as you gain levels, you gain certain things, like the magic power, as you can see, is increased 27 to 34. Health has increased there. I suspect if you look at equipment, I suspect that these things like strength and speed and so on will increase as well. I'm doing this partly from my memory of other games and partly from just guesswork, admittedly. Doesn't seem like you can go off the linear path very much. Of course, you might know more about this game than I do, and you might notice that I'm making horrible mistakes. You might be longing to point them out. I don't know. Alright, just before I go in there, I'm going to go back and investigate whether or not I can find any items by going off the linear path and onto different paths. I might cut some of this out, but if I can't find anything, then I will move on. I have to say, whilst I'm here, I do really love the way this game looks, and I love the sound effects as well. The effect of this wind, you can really sort of sense how cold and windy it is. Not all of the enemies are going to be as easy as that. Well, I guess that was just for extra experience. Okay, looks like that's as far as I can go with that. Ah, I think this is something that you can probably collect. Ah, right, no, but it is a save point. Okay, there we go. That's what there is to you need to know about save points. It looks like I can save properly here. And yeah, the game's been saved. Now, if you can see something at the top and the bottom of the screen, like there's a sort of border or margin or something around it where you can see the bottom and top of my computer, I apologise for that. It might not be there. I am looking for some kind of workaround, but this is a new type of recording thing I'm using here, recording program, and that came free with my computer. So that's what I've got at the moment. That's why. And I will be talking more about why I'm choosing to use that instead of DxStory in the next episode. But for now, that's it for this episode. I will see you next time.